welcome, welcome. As you know, have you heard that we are in fall already? It is October. And what does October mean for most travelers and people looking to go abroad, especially to the US? October means that it is time to make sure that you are ready to submit your DV 2024 US Visa Lottery. So if you are not ready yet, ensure to watch this video till the end to make sure that you have all the things you will need in order to be ready on the day the application opens so that you can just enter your information and be on the move to submit it. So if you are ready, let's hop on right into the video. I know most of us are eager to start the application, but we have to ensure that we have all the necessary requirements that is needed for the application. And you know what? We have to be prepared. Even though it is a lottery, yes, but you have to be prepared. You have to make sure that you submit the right information. Otherwise, the AI system is going to reject your application. And in order for us to do so, preparation is key. Preparation is key. Although there is some luck involved in the lottery system, but if you are prepared when the right time comes, you will not be found wanting. So the program is going to be opened on October 5th at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time. Make sure you're prepared by that time. You're sitting behind your computer 5 minutes to the time. But there's also it's a month-long thing which will close on November 8th at noon. Same Eastern Standard Time. That will be on a Tuesday. Right? So dreamers here, anything you put your mind to, you will be able to achieve it. You know that that's what we talk about on here on our channel, and I share with you how you will be able to do these applications yourself. Most of these applications can be done by yourself, but you have to put in the work. Yes, it does take some time and effort. But once you put in the work, your work or your time and your effort will certainly show you the results that you're going to get. I'm not saying that you're going to be picked, but your chances are going to be higher. If you know that you are not able to do it by yourself, by all means, you can find a trustworthy friend to help you. But if you're not able to find a friend that can help you, that's how you can get in touch with me, and we can talk about that on how I will be able to help you submit your documents. There are other agencies too that charge a fee to help you. But by all means that you cannot do this application by yourself, you are going to be doing it. You're going to be able to do it by yourself because it's a free system, right? And I will show you right on here on this channel how you will be able to submit the application for free. Today we're going to be mainly looking at how to get ready. So the things that we need to be prepared in order for the D-Day when the portal does open, right? So the first thing we know is the dates that the portal is opening. So book that on your calendar there, October 5th, starting at noon to November 8th, ending at noon. This year around, you do not need a passport to be able to apply. But hey, in the meantime, if you want to travel abroad, come on guys, you do need a passport. You're not going to be able to travel outside of your country if you do not have a passport. So get that in the process and have your passport ready. If it's about to expire, now is the time to make sure that you're able to renew it. However, for this DV 2024 application, there is no passport requirement necessary, and I don't think they'll be bringing that requirement back anytime soon. So that is a plus. The other thing also is to make sure you have the photo. The photo is very, very, very important. And we're going to look at the specifications right here on my computer to show you how you can get the exact dimensions, and also ensure that you take it to a professional. So if you go to a photo studio or a photographer, you go give them the dimensions that this is what you need the passport picture to look like. Then again, know the dates, your family, if you are married, know the birthday of your spouse, where they are born, know the birthday of your kids, where they are born, so that you can have all that ready to put that in the application, right? So those are the key things that we're going to be looking at today. So let's hop onto my computer here, and here is the website. When you go there, it is the travel.state.gov website. So that is the official website there. I will provide the link also in the description section so you can have that bookmarked as well. So when we go onto the program website here, it shows you the steps that you have. That it says the diversity visa program. Step 1 is to submit your entry, right? To submit your entry, and who is able to apply. So far as you have a high school education greater at least up to grade 12, you are able to apply. Also, if you have the work experience, there is a site where you can go to find out which particular works or jobs qualify, and we will see that as well. So right now we're here, and also it tells us that it is extremely important that after you submit the application, you keep this confirmation number very, very well. Make sure you keep the confirmation number very well, because it is the only way that you can check the status of your entry come next year when they start picking up the numbers. And like I already said, there's no cost to you. You can do it yourself without a visa consultant. But if you're a little bit unsure, then you can get in touch with me and I can help you with your application. And there are also other consultants that do charge a fee, of course, because they're using their time and their resources to help you, right? You submit your entry, then it goes to the selection of the applicants. If you are selected, you confirm your qualifications, then you go ahead to submit your visa application. There's the interview, then after the interview, there's the applicant. Am I going backwards? Okay, I'm going backwards. So after you submit your visa, then you submit your supporting documents, then there's the interview. You have to prepare for the interview, and then you go in for this interview, and then after the interview, you will hear from them as well, right? So let's click the detailed instructions for entering the DV program. Once you click on that, it will bring you to this website here, and it tells you, so this is for those applicants for the 2023. Hours for this 2022 starting October is going to be open here, and it tells, now we're seeing the dates. Let me highlight it here. So starting on October 5th, which is just in 2 days time, and ending at November 8th at noon Eastern Standard Time. So you have to convert it to your local time as well. And then once you click on the program instructions, it will open the PDF copy for you, which is here, and we shall go over that as well. Just scroll down to the bottom here, and then you can also find the DV qualifying occupations. So we will take a look at that. But today, let's go to the instructions to get the necessary information we need to have ready for when the portal opens. And bear in mind that most countries qualify except for these few, and I will go over that. And it says for DV 2024, the natives of the following countries and areas are not eligible to apply, right? And there's Bangladesh, Brazil, Canada, China, Colombia, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Haiti, Honduras, India, Jamaica, Mexico, Nigeria, Pakistan, Philippines, Republic of Korea, United Kingdom. It says except Northern Ireland. So Northern Ireland will be able to apply, and its dependent territories, Venezuela and Vietnam. So unfortunately, these are the ones that are not eligible. However, any other country, you are eligible to apply. So Ghana, be prepared, South Africa, West Africa, most of the West African countries, we're in there. So let's get our application ready, and they're going to accept up to 55,000 applications, and lots of people are going to apply. So that's why we're going through this step to ensure we don't have any mistakes in our submission. That way we're not going to be disqualified because of a tiny mistake that you made. And the key thing is as well to either have it written down or open a Word document and type out what they're looking for. Go over it once, two, three times to make sure that that's the information they're looking. And you can, whilst you're entering, you can just copy and paste it. When the portal opens, come back here and I will guide you through applying for yourself. We'll go through the portal here when it does open. And like I spoke about the eligibility, it says if you're from one of those countries, then you are not eligible. You are eligible. Your spouse is eligible. Basically, anybody in your household that is above 18 that has at least up to high school education, you can apply. So if you're 6 people in the household and you all have high school education, all 6 of you should put in your application, because you don't know who is going to be picked, who is going to be the lucky one. But because you've prepared and you all did, you increase your chances, right, of getting picked. If you're lucky, if you're not lucky this year, you try again next year, right? You try again next year. So it says is your spouse. So this is talking about the requirements. And then the other requirement, number 2 here that I already spoke about, is the education or work experience. And once you click on this link, this is clickable there. You can click on it and then it opens where you can go and find out the work experience that they do accept, right? But basically, so far as you have a high school education, you're good to go. You're good to go, right? And we talked about the entry day, what time is going to be open, and we all know the due date is October 5th, noon Eastern Standard Time. And completing your electronic application, they will not accept incomplete entries, like I said. So that's why we're watching today's video, to make sure that we have everything necessary and ready to put in a complete application. the browser information there is also important. So Internet Explorer 8 or higher. If you don't have that, you have 2 days now to get that updated and have that ready to go, ready to go, right? And after you submit your application, you're going to get a confirmation number. You can print it out, take a screenshot, and keep that for the future date when as after they start picking up the lucky applicants. So it says starting May 6, 2023, you will be able to check the status. So I will book this May 6th as well as the October 5th in my calendar for the 2 important dates that are coming up for this DV 2024 program, right? So this is the information that you need to complete your entry: your last name, family last name, first name, middle name, exactly as it appears on your passport, right? So even though you do not need the passport number and the expiry date for the application, you need to ensure that your information matches that information in your passport, right? And enter it exactly as it shows, You also need the gender, date of birth, city you were born, country where you were born, country of eligibility for the program. That country of eligibility is not related to where you live or your nationality if it is different from your country of birth, right? So it says your country of eligibility will normally be the same as your country of birth. So where were you born? That's where you're going to put. So if you were born in Ghana and let's say right now you're living in South Africa, your country of eligibility is not going to be South Africa, it is going to be Ghana, right? Entrant photograph. So this is extremely important one. The photograph has to be not more than 6 months old because it has to reflect your current state, right? So they're going to take particular note. So you need the photographs for yourself, your spouse, your children included in your entry. You need a photograph for each of those. You do not need to include a photograph for a spouse or child who is already a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident, right? But just for those who are applying, and the photograph must meet this digital photograph specifications. You also need your mailing address if you're using care of. This is how it has to be. The country where you live today, right? So some people are living in another country, so that's that. The phone number says is optional. The email address is also important. So an email address where they will be able to send you information throughout the application, right? So let's click on the submit a digital photograph and let's look at that, and we'll go back to the list to continue to see the other requirements that are needed. So it says you can take a new photograph or scan a recent. I already said that it has to be 6 months or less taken recently with a digital scanner if it meets all the standards. So let's look at the standards that it meets. It has to be in color, it has to be focused. There's a specific size. You don't have, it will tell you if you need makeup. It has to show your ear, no glasses. They need to see your eyes, right? So let's go through that. It has to be 1 inch. So this is the dimensions that you are going to take to send to the photographer to make so that they do your picture the same way, right? And taken in front of a white background, not within 6 months or less, and reflect your current appearance. Neutral expressions, no smiling or frowning or whatever, showing your teeth, just neutral with both eyes open. I know some people when they're taking a picture, they either blink or flash their eyes. But the photographer, a really good one, will be able to get all this nitty gritty and ensure your picture complies, right? And taking in clothing that you normally wear on a daily basis. Uniform should not be worn in your photo. Do not wear a hat or a head that will obscure your hair. No headphones, no wireless devices. Do not wear your glasses, which I said. And if you normally wear a hearing device, they may be worn in the photo. And if we go here, okay, so I'm gonna, let's go back. So photo examples, you see once you click, it shows you exactly what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, right? There we have it. And then we go to the photo composition. So what I would do if I was applying, I will print out this or take a screenshot, and once you go to the photo studio or the photographer, these are the dimensions you're going to use. I also know they have a portal where you could use to edit your photos. So let's go and see if we're going to, if that will come up here for us. Okay, so after looking at the photo, let's see. I want to see if there's something else. So we did look at the examples and then how to upload it. So after you've taken the picture, scan it onto your computer if that's where you're applying from, or your phone. With the phone, it's easier to scan, but you can still scan it with your phone because most phones have these scanners right now, and email it to yourself so that you can save it. You're supposed to have it in JPEG format, not less than 240 kilobytes and 600 by 600 pixels. That is how you want it. And you do. So if you already have a photo, your photo must meet 2 by 2 inches and scanned at a resolution of 300 pixels per inch, right? So, and it also goes on to give tips for baby or toddler how to take the pictures, right? So we see that we have all the ingredients here. Did I just say ingredients? Yes, ingredients that will make our application successful, right? We have all the instructions, right? All jokes aside, well, ingredients, instructions, there we go, all the instructions necessary. So we were on step number 6 before we clicked on the picture. So we're going to go back there. So the mailing address, we did that, country where you leave your phone number, your email address, your highest level of education you have achieved, right? The primary school you went to, the high school diploma, you have to have all of that ready, because there's going to be the educational requirements where you're supposed to answer, and your current marital status, if you are married, are you single, right? And it says that failure to list that you have a spouse will affect your your application later, right? So let's read it here. So current marriage status, unmarried or married, and my spouse is not a US citizen, right? And if you're divorced, widowed, legally separated, you have to enter your name, date of birth, and country of birth, and a photograph of your spouse meeting the same specifications as your photo. And this is important. Well, you can read through that and make sure that you put in the correct information needed. We're doing this so that we are not going to put in mistakes that will make our application ineligible, right? And if your spouse is a US citizen, you do not need to list them on the entry. And then the number of children, you have to know the names of your children, first, last name, gender, city they were born, country and country of birth for all living unmarried children under 21 years of age, regardless whether they are living with you or intend to accompany or follow you to join should you immigrate to the United States, right? And submit individual photographs of your children using the same specifications, right? And be sure to list all living children legally adopted by you, and all living stepchildren who are unmarried and under the age of 21, right? And your children who are already 21 can submit their own application. And we also have the link here where it will show you where to go to check your application. I will put all these links in the description for you as well.
If you enjoyed this video, I hope you did enjoy the video and learn something from it. Then please be sure to like the video, share it so that it does help me a lot, and also so that YouTube will be able to show our video to more people so that more people will be able to benefit from their dreams, and we can grow our family here and help many more people achieve their dreams. If you're new to the money community, hello money bees and welcome to our channel. Be sure to subscribe, and I hope you've hit that notification button so that you'll be notified when I upload a new video to the channel. Until we meet in the next one, stay blessed and have a lovely day. Ciao.